Guys, I am super excited about this video. I didn't think I'd be making this video because I didn't have the shoe. This is a sneaker I talked about in my Sneaker of the Year video, and it was one I was hoping to get, but I missed out on. But the good folks over at Saucony made sure I got a pair in hand. So, guys, today we're looking at the latest entry in the J-Tips and Saucony collaboration, and this one is going to be, if I can get it out right, the Grid Shadow 2 in the What's the Occasion pack. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we're back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you hadn't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, drop a subscribe, or hit the subscribe button, drop a like, whatever you want to do there. Leave a comment, all that great stuff to, again, help the channel keep moving forward so we get to the next phase in the channel's life, get through the algorithm so more and more people can see it. So I really do appreciate you guys. We're getting towards, a couple weeks towards the end of the year, and just been an awesome year. So I really do thank you guys for all that you've done to help this channel grow. Now, I'm getting right into this one, guys, because again, you saw the intro. I'm super excited about this one because the good folks at Saucony just sent over a pair of the J-Tips collaboration with them on the Grid Shadow 2. This is going to be part of that What's the Occasion pack. So this is the second chapter in the collaboration, which you saw the first was the Grid Azura 2000, which beautifully done shoe, my #1 sneaker of the year. This one was in the top 10. I cannot remember what number off the top of my head, but I know this wasn't a top 10, and I think this is a beautiful sneaker. And this is one I didn't think I was going to get a pair because when they released, they sold out like that. And man, I keep looking at it, but I just got notification they were coming. I didn't know which color I was getting. They just like, hey, we want to get you a pair over. And again, I appreciate you guys so much for that, because this is one that, if you guys have seen me since these pictures got released, you already know I was super excited about it. Now, before we get deep into the shoe, I want to get into the packaging. So I'm going to put the shoe down for a second. We'll grab it again in a moment. But you guys know I always love when the packaging, the box just, goes with the shoe. I love when they do something different. So, of course, this was going to have the J-Tips branding here in collaboration with Saucony Originals, done up in like this kind of dark blue writing with almost kind of purplish type color to the lid. You're going to have Savior Worldwide, which is J-Tips clothing brand you're going to see here on the side. You have some more writing with the Saucony branding here saying show up on time, J-Tips flower logo, What's the Occasion, of course, there, along with the front with the Saucony branding. You have some of the J-Tips flower logos here along the back as well. Buy some flowers, and then some kind of hand-drawn little pictures here. Looks like they got printed on here as well. Looks like a flower, a heart, J-Tips. Just smell good. And all that on here just to say, this is just the packaging. They went all out with the packaging to give you something really cool, to give you something that stands out with the collaboration. Because if you know J-Tips with his hats, his clothing, very vibrant clothing, lots of colors, lots of designs, which is really cool because I love to see things like that. It may not be something you wear every day, but it's nice to have those for occasions, just to have something different, something pop. So again, that's just the box we're looking at first. I'm gonna get this over here. And when we're doing that, you know what? Guys, this is a new setup I'm testing out. Let me know what you guys think of it. Still trying to get used to how everything's going to work here. But, let's do this. I will actually set one of the shoes here so you guys can see it. And I will put another in my hand here so you guys can see that. All right. So first things first, we're looking at the newly reintroduced Grid Shadow 2. Now, this has, been coming out a couple releases now with some general releases, some different collaborations with Color Plus Company, and of course you're going to have the J-Tips collaboration. This one is done up so well in just a nice mixture of just materials. I mean, first thing you're going to notice right off the bat here is going to be this hairy suede done up in this nice kind of almost reddish brown color. It's not like I feel like it's not just a basic brown. It almost has like this reddish hue to it, reddish tint to it, which you guys already know right off the bat. Saucony's coming out here with some amazing materials. Doesn't matter if it's a collaboration or if it's going to be a inline or a general release. They're coming at you hard with great materials, and that doesn't change here. So really nice hairy brown suede going across the toe box here. You're gonna get that same kind of suede going across the lateral and the medial side. That's gonna be really the main overlay here. But as you go underneath, you're gonna have this, it feels like a nubuck, but it's a really nice soft nubuck that's done up in kind of this tannish, orangish type color. that is going to give you the Forever brand, or Forever embroidery here done up in a light blue. Right under that, you're going to have the main, I guess, underlie of the sneaker, which is going to be 2 sets of mesh. You're going to have a really open cell mesh up top while getting a tighter, more closed-in mesh underneath that. So you have really 2 layers there to give you some kind of breathability, but protection as well on top of your foot. As we move up to the eyelet area, first thing you're going to notice is going to be this really nice pop of like this magenta, this pink color. That is going to be, again, more nubuck, really nice and soft. That is going to be the main part of your eyelets. Underneath, you're going to have that, again, that tannish, that orangish nubuck peeking out the bottom. You're going to have 2 sets of laces, both flat laces. One's going to be a tan lace, while the other is going to be that magenta, that hot pink color lace here, which you can decide which one works best for you. I actually haven't made a decision yet. Feel like I want to try them both out and see what it works out for, but I think the pink one may actually go in, and that's, you know what, why not? The shoe's crazy. I love the color, so why not go all the way, right? Now the tongue is going to be made up of like a canvas material, which is going to give you on our left shoe here the Tips branding with his flower logo. But also, if we get to the right shoe, is going to have the Saucony Grid logo here embroidered in light blue. So you have both logos kind of mismatching across both of these shoes. Now you're going to get more of that orangish, tannish nubuck coming up to the top of the eyelets, where you're going to get a hard plastic eyelet here. There's going to be dumping a brown color, again, making sure that you can, you know, pull it tight without getting any rips there. You are going to get more mesh as we go back down and see the underlays on the lateral and medial side, along with you have your Saucony branding done up in kind of this synthetic, feels like almost TPU material that's done up in this really cool contrasting green color. Now, getting to the back of the sneaker, that kind of, again, that tannish, that orangish type nubuck is going to make its way along the back, getting towards the ankle and heel area. We're going to have more of that open cell mesh up top, that tighter wound mesh below it. But you're going to get right up top is going to be the J-Tips flower branding, which is going to be embroidered in multicolors here. It's going to have a synthetic pink or magenta underlie where it's on top of. You're going to have his globe logo that you typically see on his clothing. Again, Savior will be there, which is going to be the name of his clothing brand, which is going to be done up embroidered in a light blue color. That's going to be sitting on top of that nice hairy suede. If you hadn't noticed that underneath that suede, you have this synthetic green material that, again, just serves as an extra pop of color. It just is done so well. It's so, again, something I said about the first shoe he did, the Grid Azura, it's almost like there's a beauty behind the chaos and all of the different patterns, materials, and things he used. This is going to do it in a different way. So this is going to be more about kind of chaos and colors and materials, because you have so many different materials going on here, from the hairy suede, the nubucks, the mesh, the plastic TPU, the synthetic material, all these things put together, but they give you this beautiful product at the end, which is just amazing by any sense of the word. So this is just a great shoe, and if this was not on at least a top 10 list for you, you're missing out, because this is what we talk about when it comes to a collaboration. Giving me materials, giving me something I'm not going to see in the store already, not being lazy. This is just lots of work really come together to give you just an amazing shoe. And I love it. It's almost like an art piece as well, because it's, again, it's not something you're going to see all the time. Now, getting to the midsole, you're going to have kind of this dark sand, almost like it's a brown, but I feel like it's more of a sand color than just a pure brown done up in. That's going to be painted here on the midsole. You're going to have that magenta pop again on the heel, which is going to have that Grid branding here, which Grid is going to be the cushioning that is going to be enclosed in here for you know, cushion, impact protection. That is going to be where the namesake of the sneaker comes from. Now, getting down to the outsole, you know, with Saucony, they're no stranger to having those really aggressive outsoles, especially with that lug pattern. So you're going to see that done up in that pinkish magenta color, along with black as well. You're going to have the Saucony branding that is going to be visible in kind of this sand-colored foam. And again, the rest is going to be done up in a magenta color with the Saucony name branding here, and then another kind of foam piece where that Grid technology is going to be within the sole kit. Now, another piece of the shoe I wanted to bring out is going to be the insole. So the insole on the left shoe is one that you probably saw in like the promotional pictures, the sneak peeks, but I was talking about what's the occasion, right? Well, this one is wear to the party. Now, if you saw the blue pair that released simultaneously with these, I think that one was wear to a date. If I have the picture, I'll put it up there for you. There's also a third pair, I guess, that didn't get released. I think maybe just friends and family, maybe. But there's 3 that were teased, but 2 released so far, at least at this point. So I would love to see the other pair release as well. Or, you know what? Can't be greedy. We've already got 3 shoes from him so far, but I hope he comes back to do more with the brand in 2024 and beyond, because this is just a fantastic model. Now, with the Grid Shadow 2, I would say go true to size, but I do like a 1-to-1 fit. So I'll tell you that now. It is going to be a snug shoe. That old retro runner is going to fit around your foot very well, almost like a glove. If you want a more casual, looser fit, I would say go up half a size. Now, these aren't going to be available, at least on any websites I've seen. Maybe if you got lucky and walk into like a boutique that still has them, great, try them on if you can. But I know right now there's, I hate to bring up resale, but if you really want them, I think resale is probably going to be the way to go at this point. They're not super expensive, thank goodness. You can get them at a decent cost. But if you just like the model of the shoe and you want to see more, there's some very nice Grid Shadow 2s out there, like the Marsh pair. Some of the Color Plus company pairs are still floating around. Very, very great options with Saucony in this particular model of sneaker. And then just anything they do right now, just check them out, because I think Saucony, if I have to pick a sneaker company that had just this sneaky, amazing year, it's definitely them, because they put out just hit after hit, no matter if it's a general release or a collaboration. They did not falter, they didn't stumble, they didn't come out with any stinkers in my opinion. So definitely check out Saucony if you hadn't. And again, shout out to them for getting this pair over. I really do appreciate you guys. Until next time, guys, see ya.